welcome along to Mondo Chalabet Movies. My name is John, and I have here, as you might have seen on a previous video, a gargantuan box, the only way to describe it, from my good friend Dave Ramsden. The things that Dave sends me are just incredible, and I want to thank Dave and Jill once again. As well as Dave sending me some of the most incredible items through the post, he's also sent us something else which I'm currently trying to get involved into the channel. More news on that coming up. But yeah, so this is a ton weight, so I'll get into it if I can. So nurse, scalpel, thank you. I'm going to try and get the things out of here without looking, which is going to be pretty hard. I'll have to put this on the floor, I believe. I'm going to try and get the things out of here without looking. I've also got another package I received off Dave last week. I'm going to add that to this one. Fantastic thing which I've got just there. And you'll see the separate unboxing for that. So first of all, this is going to be hard to get stuff out of here. Packing, again, absolutely incredible. Dave knows how to pack this stuff. And for once, it seems to be the big parts he delivers seem to be the ones that get hammered, but it's been, treated with care, which is what it's all about. So first up, I can see, look at this. And also, as I can see, I think there is some more slip covers there in the bottom there. But honestly, them protectors are really turning my collection from being amazing in my eyes into something totally amazing. Right. So I don't know where to start first. I do know there's a Pre Cert in here, which is unreal. And you're going to see that last. I know there's some VHS in here. So I'm going to go for ones. I don't know what this is. Oh, oh. Look at that. Now, Dave did show me this one, but I didn't know it was going to look like this. I'm going to say this is a US release on Anchor Bay. You can see it now. Just put this lid down so you can see it in the light. Never seen this copy before. Video treasures. What did I say? Duplicated in the EP mode. Don't know what that means. 126 minutes. This would be the theatrical cut. I'm imagining this is from the US, and I would imagine this is fully uncut. Wow. Never seen this one before, and I do know that Dave said these were in the loft, but they're in fantastic condition. So yeah, I like the way that these American ones do have that way of having this just a simple box over the top, which we never got in the UK. Or if you did get in the UK, remember, in the video shops, used to cut the box apart. That's why some of these didn't see they never got them like this in the UK. They would just be cut up and put into a bigger box on the shelves. So they're always getting quite mangled. Great to see this one intact. I would love to know what year this is from. Doesn't it 1996? Not bad. If I'm right. I'm going to say my eyes are terrible, so I'm going to say 1986. Good year. That was the year my son was born. So that's Dawn of the Dead. Next up is Zombie Flesh Eaters. This is the Vipco re-release. Now, this is the Vipco re-release that I believe it is the full uncut one, I think. I know that they had a strong uncut one released. Now, this is taking it to the next level. Do you remember widescreen when that first came out? And you didn't know that these movies weren't shot square. And you thought, hang on, there's more footage on either side. And when you got the proper widescreen, you could see a lot more stuff. If there's a group of zombies, you would saw all a group of zombies, especially with the Bruce Lee stuff. You would see Bruce Lee just fighting in the square frame one, but in the widescreen one, you would see all the people he was fighting. Now, this was a revelation at the time. Now, did I have this one? I think this rings a lot of bells. I think I have got it. Now, Vipco did re-release a lot of their stuff. And it was great to have them in this fashion, especially widescreen. Like I say, big revelation. And this could be fully uncut. I know they did do a fully uncut for the first time around, which I've got that on pre-cert from my good friend Michael Witchy. And this is going to be a really good addition to the collection. Now, remember when Vipco did these ones here, put these original covers on, and then they just went black, didn't they? And to me, they kind of lost a bit of their, when you used to see them, just go, wow. The wow factor was taken out of it by the fact they didn't put them covers on for whatever reason. The first previously banned horror film to be available in special widescreen edition. Such a blast from the past, isn't it? What a cover that is. What a spine that is as well. Really iconic for me. Now, Dave said to me, he said he was going to throw this away because he didn't think the cover was up to much. And I said, Dave, please don't do that. I would love to have this because I did used to have this way back in the day. And it has got a slight bit of damage on the cover, but to be honest, it's minimal. And it is the VHS of Day of the Dead. This is just look at that spine. Got the little You've got the writing on there, which would have come from the video shop when they would have put that on there. Now that might be on the box, so that may come off. I don't know. If it doesn't, it doesn't matter because it's a bit of a time capsule, isn't it? I remember having this one. I remember this being one of the first. Now, was this? I'm sure this was fully uncut when it was out on in this version. Strangely enough, considering what Dawn of the Dead was hacked to bits, it could have extra stuff, and I don't know. I'm not too sure. This is entertainment and video, big company back in the day. Are they still going in some shape or form? I think they are. There's your box. There's your proper entertainment and video box there. Put this in the right way around. And put all these things on there. So you know you're getting a legitimate tape that wasn't tampered with. But some people would tamper with the tapes. And if you were getting it, you might have had the tape removed and put a copy of it and had the good tape taken out, which is, can you imagine somebody doing that? Yeah, that's the ultimate in piracy. Not good piracy, not acceptable piracy. Like, I'll just take a copy of this. Swapping it is just not good at all. Brilliant, that. I mean, colours as well. It's in such good condition. I know Dave said there's a bit of a mark in it, but that doesn't matter at all. I will be putting these on the shelves in some fashion. Just going to find out a way to do it. This is quite a big box as well. That's Day of the Dead. Amazing. This, oh, that's the one that I was looking at. That's going to be my shown last year. I'm not so sure what this one is. Oh, it's in a box. I was thinking, I don't know what that looks like. It doesn't look like anything because it's in a box. I do think I know what this is. Now this is going to tie in with the one that I've unboxed on this other video. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. And it is. Yes, it is. Let's see how to phone me eye. The Arrow version of, speaking of Day of the Dead, the Arrow version of Day of the Dead. Huh, look at that. Now, I used to have this. This used to be one of the ones that I used to have, one of the main ones to get on Arrow. And of course, the both of them, that and Dawn of the Dead, went massively out of print. So I did sell them to pay for it was either my drums or my new guitar. Well, when I got my new guitar, I think it was the drums actually, and I regretted selling them from doing it. And Dave has done me proud. He's put this in here because he has updated his copy of Day of the Dead with an amazing copy, which I'll put here, and you can see what his looks like. This is one of the definitive white box editions for me. Oh yeah, it's got. I forgot about that. It's got this amazing booklet in as well, like a comic magazine. Let's say a comic. It's going to be a graphic novel. Yeah, I forgot about that. That's amazing. Completely gory. Looks like it hasn't been looked at. It will be looked at, but not. You get your different covers on here. You get your booklet in here. This package has got a lot of stuff in it. You get your poster in here, the Day of the Dead poster, and you get two discs. You get the DVD, and you also get the Blu-ray. Day of the Dead is long overdue a 4K release, and it's also long overdue a rewatch for me. I think that was the cover I had on mine. I like that cover as well. And I'll keep it that way in respect to Dave. This was Arrow's first attempt into doing amazing stuff. And they really knocked it out of the park. That's a great cover, that. And also this one. You forget sometimes what they did put on the posters. This is a great poster as well. One I would love to put up, but the devs would not allow that one. Should say, what? Zombies looking at us. And I say, yeah, there's your booklet there. This is a great movie. In fact, the first three George Romero zombie films were just the best ever zombie films for me. Well, apart from Zombie Flesh Eaters. I did regret selling a few of my window box ones, and this one was really one of them. I honestly thought it was going to come get re-released very quickly on the Blu-ray, but up until now it hasn't. Not in the UK anyway. So that's Day of the Dead with a protector on, which I'll put back on. Now Dave said he had two copies of this vinyl, and he said, "Well, I like one of them." I was like, "My God, Dave, man!" So the vinyl that Dave has sent me is, get a load of this. Revolver by the Beatles. It's got it will be in, as you can see, it's in perfect condition. This is the Beatles, I'm gonna say sixth album, I think. I told Dave I was never a big fan of the Beatles until it clicked with us. This is quite late on. Now I think they're absolutely amazing, as most people do. But their stuff on vinyl is unbelievable. Speaking of which, and with a big shout out to my good friend Marianne and also Gary, Carly, and Kyle. Marianne passed across to me and said, "Would you like these?" and just gave them to me. Can you believe it? Because she also had doubles of Help by the Beatles. Now, I played this yesterday and the sound quality was absolutely brilliant. I have heard these in the car a lot, but I didn't have any on vinyl. And I just can't wait to dive into the other ones. So, as well as Help, Sergeant Pepper's. Now, this is not my favourite album by the Beatles. Everyone talks about it being the ultimate Beatles album, even the best album ever made. I don't think that. I think it's great, but there's other ones that I prefer. Although it's got some amazing songs on here. And also, Magical Mystery Tour, like I say, brand new, unplayed, all in mint condition. Everything about them. And also, the White Album, which got some embossing down there, the Beatles embossing. This was it actually it's called The Beatles by the Beatles. Is that right? I think this is my favourite one at the moment of the Beatles. And also Abbey Road. This is I didn't used to rate this one, but actually there's a couple of songs on here, and it starts off with Golden Slumbers, Carry That Weight, and the end. Them three songs there are absolutely brilliant. Ones that you just never heard, well, never took any notice of until you kind of realize how good a song they are. And I went, my God, this is so good. But all these ones are absolutely brilliant. So now Dave's one will sit. And weirdly enough, when Marianne talked to me about that, and I says, would you believe it that Dave Ramsden is going to send me a Revolver? That's one of the ones that she didn't put in here. She didn't have a duplicate of. And it was so eerie that Dave sent me this one, which wasn't one that was included in there. So I went from having no Beatles vinyls to having most of them, if not a great percentage of them, well, a big percentage, only got a couple to get. So that is amazing, incredible. I can't wait. Now, I think this is the one that comes after Help. I've listened to Help. I'm listening to them in order. So this will be the next one I'm going to listen to. I've got to thank Dave and Jill once again for thinking of me and passing this stuff across to me. So what I'll do now is I'll take away these protectors. Look, these protectors, you can hardly pick them up, they're that heavy. And I've got some slip covers here. There's a few that Dave has put in. So first up is, oh, Train to Busan. I've got this one, but I haven't got the slipcover. Oh my God. I love this. I love this movie. I know it's just come out with 4K. I will probably get the 4K when it comes down in price, depending on the quality of the video. But my God, what a movie this is! Probably one of the best. Not, it is talked about a lot more than it used to be. John Hall first said to me, "You've got to see this," and I said, "All right." So it took us a while to get round to it. When I got round to it, I thought, I cannot believe what I've just seen. It's one of the best zombie attack movies you will ever see. Train to Busan. It's an amazing slip, and that will definitely go on my copy upstairs. Next is Ah, ah. Now I've got this, but I don't know if it's got a slip or not. Is this the one that's supposed to be the sequel to the original? I think there's a lot of the original cast in here as well, playing different parts, if I believe correctly. Because there's a few of these I'm a bit sketchy on the later Texas Chainsaw Massacres. Lovely slip that. I do like all the Texas Chainsaw Massacres I have seen thus far. And that new one from Netflix, I thought that was really good. Next up is, oh, class of 99, 1999. What a movie this is. So there's a lot of times in the VHS because this cover, you just said, I've got to say that. I think it's kind of futuristic thing set in the school. Excellent. That'll definitely be going on the top of my one. Because I think I've got this, but I think that Dave's slip is better than mine. So that's class of 1999. Great slips there. Next up is Cold Light of Day. Look at that. That's spot gloss in there. This is the Arrow movie one. I've got this one, but I will be putting the slipcover on top because I think the slipcover is better than mine. I think the one I got was from CX, so it had that slight bit of on it. But yeah, amazing. So these are all going to go over the top of my previous ones. And last up is the Lair of the White Worm, Kurt Russell movie. I remember seeing this one. I thought this is, well, mind you, Kurt Russell, Ken Russell, dear me, Slade Plissken directed this one. His stuff was always weird, I found, but I liked it. I didn't usually like these at first, but on rewatch, like Crimes of Passion, I thought, what's this? But I really like it now. Haven't seen this one for such a long time. That's Amanda Donahue, which is Adamant's ex-girlfriend or wife or whatever. I remember this had some good effects, but it was weird that Ken Russell, who has made The Devils, he made this horror movie. He used to make some Peter Capaldi, Sammy Davis. I don't think it's Sammy Davis Jr. Hugh Grant. My God, what a cast! Right, Hugh Grant must be about 10 in here. So yeah, so the lair of the white worm. That's brilliant. That. So great slips again, Dave, and these will be getting used in my collection. Amazing. Just want to thank you for everything you've done here. I've still got that one pre-cert to show you. So once again, look at these, absolutely amazing. And also the amazing white box of Arrow's Day of the Dead. Absolutely incredible. Speaking of which, I've got an unboxing for you. Expertly wrapped, as always. Amazing packaging. Amazing um, amount of postage as well to make sure this got to me, signed, sealed, delivered. And the item that David sent me is this. Oh, oh man, look at this. This is in perfect condition. I told this story many times before. I bought a drum kit. It cost £2,000. Actually, probably 2,100, I think. And what I had to do was, I had it for a year before I had to pay it. So I had a year to save up the money. And what I did was I went to the big ticket items that were selling really well on eBay at that time. I just went and sold a lot of stuff like doubles and stuff like this, which wasn't really a double. I didn't know that I left myself without a Dawn of the Dead for quite a few years before the amazing Second Sight one came out. So I was stuck there. But I do know that this is one of the best ever. And this is I think this is the second ever window box edition that I got. And Dave has just brought this back, this thing that was missing from the collection for such a long time. And this is one of the best editions that was out there. When this came out, this was like groundbreaking. But what happened was quite soon after it came out. I think they lost the rights or something like that because it vanished and it just went through the roof, for estimations. So that's why on eBay, that's why I sold that. Dawn of the Dead. So when this came out by Arrow, this was a game changer. I'm going to say 2012 rings a bell for this. And the window box editions are fantastic. Can't wait to put this in with the other ones. Pride of place, first in the queue. This was when I knew that Arrow was seriously going into, the next level. Now you have got your four covers on here. You've got that one, this one. This one is iconic. And of course, all the booklets and everything are in here. This is a 3-disc set. So you get a DVD of the Argento cut. You get a DVD of the director's cut. And you get a Blu-ray of the theatrical cut. All of these are uncut. I know they get different versions, but you know about the fact that this movie came out and you had all the different cuts, and the all were cut. I think the theatrical cut was cut in the UK, but obviously now it isn't. That's a good cover. I like that, but it has. Did I have that on my? No, I didn't. I had this one. Yeah, got to have this one on. None other. Wow, this is something else. I forgot about this. You get the booklet here. That's some great artwork. That really is nice. That lots of text. I love this film. It's my second favorite zombie movie after Zombie Flesh Eaters. Look at that. So good. Went and saw this at the Whitty Bay Playhouse with my mates. I had such a good time. We couldn't believe what we're seeing on the screen. And of course, speaking of wow factors, you get this double-sided poster, which is it's good. Both sides. You've got that, which is a great artwork. But of course, you get this is one of the best artworks I've seen on a poster. Now I keep saying this. I keep saying about the fact that I need to get these things on the wall, or even have them on the wall for a certain length of time. This one, I think I'm going to actually keep out of the box because I do want to get something and put this out because it's just amazing. Got to have that in there. So this would be the start of me putting things on the wall, and I'll come back when I get a frame for it. Of course, trying to find a frame for the actual poster that you want. It never seems to fit, but I'm definitely going to get one for this. Got to put that up. So that's getting kept out. So once again, Dave and Jill, I want to thank you so much for doing this for me. And I'm now going to go and put the other ones that I've got here into these protective cases that I got from Dave as well. So Dave, there's a larger part of you in these shells. So honestly, how about that? Can you believe it? These are two of the hardest to get in good quality Arrow white box versions, and they're going to sit in the shelf and they're going to be there, pride of place next to the other ones. I will put plastic covers on them. I know there's one like Obsession won't fit, but it is what it is. I can't do anything about that. But this is just amazing. So generous. The whole thing is generous. It blew me away. Revolver, the VHS, these two. Honestly, Dave. And it's so amazing to have these back in the collection. I can't thank you enough. And don't forget, this is definitely going to go up there on the wall. I've just got to find a frame for it. But Deborah hasn't got a say in the matter in this one. So anyway, so yes, I have one thing left here. It is a pre-cert. And when Dave said, I've got these ones, would you like them? I was like, I can't believe it. But when he showed us this one, I thought, I didn't even know this was a pre-cert. I can't remember seeing this in the shop at all, the video library. I have no knowledge of it until I saw it here. I went looking online and actually there's none for sale on eBay. And I don't think there's much talked about online about this particular release. I do think it's a UK one, and I do think it is a complete pre-cert, and it looked in fantastic quality, and I'm going to get it for you now. So this amazing pre-cert that David sent me, and I would like to hear in the comments if anybody has actually ever seen this or even has this one. It is, can you believe it? Blood for Dracula. This Andy Warhol's Dracula, as it's said here. This is, well, it's just come out in 4K, hasn't it? This is the big box. It's on Vipco. Didn't even know Vipco had anything to do with this one. Did Vipco release Flesh for Frankenstein? I don't know. I have no knowledge. This is like, I don't know. It's hard to describe the feeling of having something like this. When you think about it, when you look, into it, it is not going to get played probably ever because I don't really trust. I think maybe I've got two machines, I've got two video recorders, and I think they do play tapes. I'm going to try and get them to work again and watch some stuff on my telly if I'm getting an adapter for it. But this one, I wouldn't even dare play it because I wouldn't want to damage it because it looks in amazing condition. Look at that, man. Still got the everything on it. It looks in good condition. No mold, because you usually get mold in there. And it is what it is. I mean, God knows when this was released. Talking 40 plus years ago. I wonder if in the Video Nasties exhibition, which I'm still working on a video about, I mean, think, Christ, how long are you going to take that one? But it's coming. It's going to be a big one to cut up and put out. But it's going to be amazing. I'm wondering because I can see photographs from it. I wonder if this one was there. I can't remember seeing it. I would have really been amazed if I'd seen it. I would have remembered it definitely. And this is from Video Library 23. I can't see that. It's in Leeds anyway. I will ask Dave, did he actually buy this one from? I know Dave is from the Leeds area. I mean, this clamshell box as well. It's in perfect condition because these ones split really easily. And this looks like it's been literally, well, I don't know. It's like a time capsule of some a time that just is, you know, long gone, but really well remembered. This wasn't the Video Nasty, believe it or not, because I always thought it was. But no, Flesh of Frankenstein was, which is his sister film, made them at the same time. This is 1974, I believe. But wow, this is so unexpected and so incredible to have this. To be honest, and I'm going to say it, I don't know anybody else who has got this. I'm going to say that this is literally now. Sometimes you may think to yourself, "Oh, I'll clean this up and make it look absolutely brand new." If not brand new, but I don't like to clean these up. I like to leave them as they are because I think that these are, like I say, I keep going on about time capsules. They are time capsule at a different time when the world was much different. And I do think that it may sound a bit daft when you say this. Obviously, I'll dust it, but as time goes by. But I don't like to do anything apart from just have them the way they are because these are getting passed down to me. And it's got all its history is in the way that it looks. I wouldn't want it to look brand new. I want it to look like it is 40 years old, 40 plus years old. So once again, just can't thank you enough, Dave. Really do appreciate this. And yeah, I mean the stuff here is just absolutely incredible, next level stuff, all highly collectible. And I want to thank you, Dave, for just thinking of me and giving me the opportunity to add these to my collection. And I'm going to probably today, well, definitely today, I'm going to put this on and I'm going to listen to this one. What's my favorite songs on here? I'm going to say definitely Eleanor Rigby. Yellow Submarine was a good. It's funny how that was on there, then it was on a later one. And Taxman is great. Did the Jam copy that one? They said they didn't, but they definitely did from the start. Just Dr. Rabbit. Got to get you into my life. Just every time you look at these albums and you think, oh yeah, that's a Beatles song. I forgot all about that one. There was a song on Help, and I thought, is that a Beatles song? I think they copied it, but I didn't know they even had it. I'll have a look and see what it is as I'm talking about it. Act Naturally. That was one I thought, hang on, I know that song, but it's one of theirs, but they obviously done a cover version of it with Ringo singing. Ringo. Right, so wow, can't thank you enough, Dave. This is just another incredible box. I'm so glad that you have chosen to give this stuff to me, and it's going to stay in my collection, and it's going to be treated with love and respect. That's all you can do, really, when you're looking at this stuff. But the fact is, and I'm dying for John Hall to have a look at this, like he was taken with the Zombie Flesh Eaters original pre-set. And when he sees, like I said, Dracula, I'm interested to know if John has actually seen this one at all, because John seems to have seen a lot of stuff back in the day, or even just saw it. And did he actually see this? And of course, it's now out in glorious 4K, and I've got that 4K, and it's just stunning. So it's great to see that all these movies are being given a new lease of life and going back to the original negatives and treating them with love and respect and bring them out for a new generation to enjoy. So thanks for watching. You take care, especially you, Dave and Jill, and I'll see you on the next video. Cheers.